it's not actually the seed oils, it's the way the seeds are processed.
The other question too I wanted to pull up was, have you guys ever looked at doing a product with wasabi?
I will always buy a good brand butter. I reckon the taste in different quality butters is black and white.
What are you targeting me for? But anyway.
It's too chody in your hand.
We're talking about the can though.
You're listening to the Pepper and Me podcast, Around the Dinner Table with Cherie, Cam and Lorne, where we chat all things food and business. Hello! Good morning, welcome back to the Pepper and Me podcast.
Hello.
Okay, right, let's smack into it, smack it out. Whack in, whack out. Right, welcome to the podcast. Let's do point one. What's the first discussion point? What have you eaten? Quick,
what are we
quick
trying
fire.
today?
Bang, bang, bang. What are you eating?
It was amazing.
Are we doing testing?
What testing?
Testing food.
Oh, yes, but it's part of my next discussion, so I've
Okay.
just parked it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's been eating? Had Izakai.
Izakai, yeah.
Izakai, sorry.
Yeah.
Izakai.
Izakai?
Izakai. Okay. Izakai.
Did you go for the set menu or did you try some of their new stuff?
We tried one of theirs. So they've got it's a special menu to do with, I think it's to do with the blossom. The
Cherry
fact that
blossoms
cherry blossoms are in Japan.
yeah.
So there's a bunch of like
Cute.
dishes with red in them.
Cute.
And what's
Cute.
Tadeo
Cutesy.
for? What's
Didn't you?
Tadeo for red? Fido.
Fido. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it said the Fido.
Fiddle.
Fiddle
My
menu.
fiddle is pink.
But we had the lamb croquettes off there.
Oh, yum.
That was pretty naughty. It's pretty good. But they had a salmon dish. We didn't get it, but they look quite nice. Definitely worth going to go check out.
Yeah,
but we
it's
had
One of
had
my
the
faves now, that one.
ramen
Yes.
that you spoke about.
Yes.
Did you get pork or did you get the chicken?
Pork. A hangi. Pork's like a smoked pork.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
got the chicken one.
Beautiful pork ramen. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, worth going back for.
Well, it was very, very good. But I think the best part about the ramen was the broth. It was like creamy and rich, but also silky smooth and like not, it was so thin. Like,
Does ramen use miso?
no.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't think so.
Absolutely, there would be some flavours of ramen that use miso.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's probably called miso ramen though, eh? Or
I don't know.
distinct
That-
flavour.
That ramen that
Miso
I had
paste
didn't
is used
taste
in
like
heaps of
miso.
I was just curious, like, what is the fact that a pho in Vietnam,
Yep.
the difference between a pho and a ramen,
Well, ramen's the noodles, isn't it?
but is it still just
A
in the
broth.
broth? But there's noodles in pho as well, but they're normally
But
rice
they are
noodles.
rice noodles.
Yeah, normally.
Yeah, and the ramen noodles are in ramen. Just different cultures. It's like
But that's
dumplings
the-
versus gyoza.
that's essentially the difference.
Japanese versus Chinese. Different
Okay.
cultures, different version of the same dish, I guess, essentially.
Similar.
But there's so many types of ramen. But I think a good stock is the key.
Yeah, shit,
And
yeah.
they must use a pork stock. So I don't know if the chicken one used a pork base, but the one I had was definitely a pork. Like it was so rich.
Still with the fat content.
Oh yeah, I can't quite figure it out actually because it's like creamy without being creamy.
Okay.
And I'm like, is that the
What do you think's in
fat?
it?
Is that the? I literally don't know.
We
Tears
made,
of the gods.
we made a few I did a few cooking courses in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And one of them we did like the pho, but we did the broth.
Yeah.
And so we had to do it in two parts because essentially the first part takes all day.
Mm.
So
Yes.
you have all the bones with all the cartilage and things
Everything.
like that, and it's
Yeah.
all cooked.
That's where all the flavour comes
In
from.
the, yeah,
Is it pho?
pho?
It's pho, isn't it?
Pho.
Pho.
Yeah.
I always say
probably
that
get
wrong.
that
I'm like,
wrong,
oh, you feel like such a dick saying
It's
pho.
got, it's got the little asterisks on the top, which shortens the vowel. or
Oh,
something.
okay. And
I
Vietnamese
think so.
language.
It's something like that.
Ah, okay.
Interesting.
So it's like in Tadeo, and it's got the
It'll elongate the vowel
yeah,
noise.
yeah.
Hmm.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what it does.
Interesting.
How about you
Okay.
guys? What's on your plate?
We were up in Auckland on the weekend, and we like ate the whole day on Sunday.
Yeah, what
Yesterday?
cafes did you go to? Because you've been up for 2 concerts in your
Yeah, I
midlife
know.
in this midlife crisis
What
era,
concert did you go
thriving.
to? We went to Coldplay, and we went to
The rest of the
21
country.
Pilots. Yeah,
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I know. It was good. But no, we on Cherie's recommendation, we went to Bavako and Hey Beastie. Hello Beastie. Hello
Oh yeah, I told you about those last time.
Yeah,
You didn't
yeah.
go. Oh,
no,
good.
we didn't
So
go
you
last
went-
time, so we
oh,
went there
good.
this time. Yeah.
Yeah, Hello Beastie's great, eh?
So yum.
What
I could have
what did
eaten
you
just
eat?
There. We got the little skewer, hibachi skewer
Yeah.
eye fillet, which was phenomenal. And they had like a little dollop of mustard, which was like a wasabi mustard.
Yeah.
And I could eat that on everything because I love wasabi. But we had to sit there and we were having this argument for ages trying to figure out if it was horseradish or wasabi added to it. And
It's the same thing.
because it's pretty much exactly the same thing, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
New
Yeah.
Zealand-
Wasabi is Japanese horseradish.
So it is just the same thing.
Yeah, but
Nah.
there's fresh wasabi or fresh horseradish, and
Yeah.
then there's the powdered green
Wasabi.
putty stuff that you're used to getting
Yeah.
at the sushi shop.
Yeah.
So fresh grated horseradish.
Yeah. As in like a horseradish sauce or
Yes,
horseradish
or,
thing. Yeah.
or what they've probably used a fresh horseradish. So it's horseradish and then Japanese horseradish. But that's what was proper wasabi
But
is.
New Zealand horseradish is very different to Japanese horseradish.
Not very, very different, no.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
I was always under the impression that the stuff in New Zealand was like a cheap imitation of wasabi from Japan.
Wasabi is, yes. Yes, it is.
Right. So the stuff you get at the little local sushi places.
Yeah, that's not real. That's just made from a powder mixed with water.
Yeah, right.
That's just flavoured, yeah. That's not horseradish.
Oh, okay.
That's
right.
just green
Gum.
wasabi flavoured powder.
jack.
Yeah, but fresh
Right.
grated horseradish
Yeah.
is what real
Wasabi
wasabi
is.
is supposed to be. We
Interesting.
just don't know what is that because we only know
No,
we don't
and I
it's
guess
sushi shop, yeah.
Putty.
Literally putty. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, I love wasabi, and so that mustard was phenomenal on the hibachi sort of grilled eye fillet was so mean. And I thought, like, I was looking at it and I was tossing up whether to get it or not because I was like, skewers normally like skewers will be like tiny, you know, or like thin strips and folded on. I was like, this seems real expensive, but it was 2 skewers, and on each skewer was like almost like a whole steak.
Yeah.
Like it was mean.
Oh,
It was
yum.
so good.
Did you get the the Szechuan tuna bite? Because I reckon that's one of the best bites. in
No.
Auckland. It's just mind blowing that tuna
Didn't
bite.
get that, but we got the cauliflower, the
Popcorn cauliflower.
popcorn
situation.
cauliflower, gochujang popcorn cauliflower. That was mean. Cooked so well because it was obviously on like a tempura batter, so it wasn't like claggy or oily. It was delicious. We got some Szechuan noodles, and Hayley and I have been going off the proper like Szechuan peppercorny sort of flavors just because it's real bitter. Like I
It
don't
gives you
think
a
we've-
battery acid vibe. It's
Yeah.
very, very unique.
And I
It's
don't
quite,
know.
it's
Like the
quite
last couple of
delicious
times
if you know what
we've
you. Yeah.
Did you say battery acid?
Yeah.
It gives you that tingly mouth
Yeah,
feeling.
Tingly mouth feeling. Yeah, I don't know.
Licorice roots can sometimes. It's like a numbing.
Yeah.
I don't know about licorice root, but yeah, the numbing, tingling. It's a tingling.
Yeah, but it's also, I think it was just the last couple of dishes that we've had that real strong flavour and have been real bitter.
Yeah.
And so it just hasn't
too much.
felt like they've balanced the flavour of it.
Yeah.
So that was all good. And then what else did we have? We had some dumplings, some pot sticker dumplings. They were mean. And we had what's the fancy word of pate? Fancy pate?
Parfait.
Parfait at the other restaurant. That was pretty
What
mean.
other restaurant? Bavaka?
Yeah, Bavaka.
Yeah. So we always talk about the same places. I've so overdue an eating trip to Auckland. It's
Yep.
like not even funny. I think I've
So
only
many
been there
other places.
once this year and we went to Guild. But the Cuisine Good Food Guides has come out
Oh.
for 2024 or 2025, which has
Oh,
got
yeah?
some interesting players, like quite a few new players. I'm like, I've never
Cool.
been to half these places,
Cool.
which
You do a tour then.
That's exciting.
it is exciting because it's actually quite good to have a bit of a list put together. Not that I always agree with their judging, but they've got, because they do the hats, so we've got quite a few places with 2
It's
hats.
like the New Zealand version of the
Michelin stars,
Michelin.
yeah. So 3 hats is the top that you can get. Then you've got Ahi in Auckland.
Oh, beautiful.
So,
Yep.
yeah, you've got Amersfield in Queenstown. You've got Kokoro in Auckland, which I've never heard of. Pacifica, which is on my list to try, and The Grove in Auckland, which is one of the most long-standing restaurants in Auckland. Like I've been there, like 15 years ago,
Wow.
and had a most mind-blowing food experience there. So they're
Whereabouts
still
in-
going strong.
Where in Auckland is the Grove?
Oh, it's somewhere in the CBD, like right in the CBD.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are our 3 hat restaurants, and then there's loads of 2 hat restaurants. Is a really cool list to go through, actually. Really interesting. Craigie Range, that's good. I've been there. Embra is on here.
That's the one in
That's in
Taupo,
Taupo.
eh?
And I was thinking
Oh.
about this in the shower this morning because I would put Embra as the top restaurant in the country.
Really?
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
cool. I've not been to all those other. I've been to I've been to probably a
Most.
third to a half of the restaurants on this list. But Edinburgh, for me, outshines those ones that I've been to
Interesting.
with the three hats. And maybe it was because it's maybe a little bit more understated as it is in the burbs. It's really like...
He was nice though.
he was good, but I reckon in my experience that Edinburgh provided a
Different experience.
hugely better experience. Yeah. That's obviously just my opinion. It means absolutely
It's
nothing.
quite limited seating at their
Edinburgh?
restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually in an old house. Like it's literally like a
cool.
little house that they've converted. Husband does the cooking and the wife does the seating.
That's right. You've spoke about this a couple of times.
Honestly, it's actually mind blowing. And to have it in Taupo, I think everyone needs to make sure that they get to that restaurant. He's actually incredible, Philip Blackburn. Well worth a follow. Every time I see his posts come up, because the food is beautiful, like stunningly beautiful, like it is at these other places.
Yep.
But I've never had a bite from Edinburgh that didn't taste the taste. You know, lots of those places, I find the taste doesn't live up to the look
Right.
or the show.
Yep.
You know, the smoke scene
Yep.
story, and then the taste doesn't live up. Like every single bite of the food at Edinburgh is mind blowing.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's my favourite.
Nice.
That's what I'd put as number one. Anyway, yeah, Hello Beastie, two hats, which is cool because it's quite a casual restaurant. So like to have some places that are a bit more casual, having the two hats is great.
The staff was so good at Hello Beastie.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Stand out from all the other places that
know-
I've been to recently.
Well, yeah,
Real
they
good,
know how to do
real good.
hospitality in Auckland.
Yeah.
I feel like that is ridiculously lacking, unfortunately, here. Yes, very, very cool list. So well worth a go over. Lots of familiar ones on there.
Like
Kika and Wanaka, that one's great.
We'd been eating so much all day on Sunday, and so we left some of the noodles there, and we weren't like stoking off them. And we got up and stood up, and like straight away there was someone on us and being like, "Oh, do you want some takeaway?" And we're like, "No, was something not right with it?" Like straight away, like onto it, like questioning, like, "Why'd you leave it here?" So it was so, and I don't think I've ever had another place like see leftovers on a plate and go, "Oh, was something wrong?"
Right.
Like come forward to be like,
Yeah.
why? Like it was real interesting for me, but so cool.
Yeah, it is. I guess because you see it like in Aussie, the difference between the hospo staff here and there is black and white because they're paid properly over there.
Right.
So it's actually a career
Yeah.
to be in hospitality over there
Yeah.
at these fine dining, like these incredible restaurants.
Yeah, tourism and hospitality in New Zealand's way more. It's
Well,
not
it's-
front of housey as
it's
much,
just
It's more.
It's just a job while you're in your uni holidays to
Interesting.
Kiwis, isn't it? Which shouldn't be. It's a craft to give good service.
it is. It is.
Oh, yeah,
It's like the
definitely.
epitome
Yeah.
of customer service,
I
isn't
think
it?
so. To be a maitre d' of a really like
Absolutely.
I'm generalising. I think Auckland does it really well.
Yep.
So
Oh,
at some
places. Yeah, for sure.
Whereas we don't. I mean, maybe that's too much. That's an overgeneralisation. Like, Five Lane, beautiful service.
Probably
incredible.
good. It's probably easier to say it's noticeable when it's good.
It is.
That makes sense. Like,
Yep.
that was good.
It is, but then
Yes.
it's also like incredibly noticeable when it's bad.
Yeah. But we look for it as well.
Well, not really. Like sometimes it's just so bad. Like you'll be waiting hours to be asked for a drink, or no one checks that your meal's okay, or like anyway.
Anyway, good food.
Good
Nice
food guide. Great read. And yeah, I'm desperate to get back to Auckland for an eating trip.
Yes.
I'm actually going to start culminating my list of
little
what I'm going to eat.
an
There's
itinerary.
so many places I
So,
want to visit. What?
no, I was going to say you might have to save the calories to go up.
I know. I was thinking that. I'm like, I need to maybe when I get to my goal weight, I can go up, and that would be like my reward for a weekend.
Little
But the
treat.
thing is,
Treaty.
I've actually can't stop eating. I'm stuck in this like,
We were just talking about this.
oh my God, I can't stop eating. I'm going to tell you what I ate on the weekend, okay? Because this is what we're talking about. Right, Friday.
Is this a cheat meal or was it a cheat
No.
week? No, this is just normal.
No.
Yep.
Last week I was like, right, I'm back on my diet. I've got 3 more kilos. I want to get lost. I need
Yep.
to like finish this, get this done with before Christmas. Blah, blah, blah. So I ate healthy maybe, Wednesday, Thursday. Come Friday, I was like, I want burger fuel. The kids wanted takeaways. And I was like, yeah, we'll get takeaways. And they didn't want anything. I was like, want burger fuel. Yep, burger fuel delivered. Chips, hash bites, full-size burger, triple aiolis for dinner on Friday night. Then Saturday we went to Pablo for breakfast and we had a ham and cheese sandwich, a acai bowl after talking about the calories in that thing. And then I got like a fried egg on a sort of chorizo mince tortilla potato
Oh.
pave situation. So it was me and the kids.
Yum.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get a few things to share because
You
I
wanted
wanted
to
to
try
give it a
some
proper
stuff.
try, right? But it was as a kid, so they went one bite each,
yeah.
and here's me like left to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
So I'm like chomping through half a ham cheese sandwich, half an acai bowl, and a bloody full breakfast of a fried egg and a chorizo tortilla. And then I went home, and then I was like, oh, Matt had done a brisket. Beautiful big brisket. So we're like, right, we're doing fireworks tonight. We'll have a brisket. I'll do a mac and cheese, like
Yep.
American barbecue vibe. So we had brioche rolls, massive pot of like super saucy mac and cheese. And I made chicken wings, fried chicken wings. So buttermilk
yum.
fry, crispy
Yum.
crumb, deep fried. And then I was like, oh, may as well do a blue cheese dressing to go with those two.
May as well.
Blue
May
cheese
as well,
sauce.
hand in hand.
Brisket. I made a green salad. No one eats a green salad.
Oh, why would you?
What's the point, eh? But it was all from my garden.
Okay. That's
So
good.
it felt really wholesome. I
Yep.
was like, I'll just pick my spinach, my snow peas, my cherry tomatoes. And
Yep.
so it was quite nice. But
Homegrown.
it's just, like, what's the point when you're eating everything else in there? What's the point of having a green salad, honestly?
Takes up
Just to
space on the
break
plate,
up.
especially
Just
when
take
you've
up
got a
space.
barbecue.
What else did we have? Like, I even did like little, hash bites for the kids and stuff. And then there was some sausages and steak and whatnot.
Sounds unreal, mate.
It was unreal. So I ate like 2 plates of that, and I don't even usually like mac and cheese. It's not something I go for. I don't know why, but
I
it was
don't,
that good.
yeah.
All the kids were like, "That's the best mac and cheese I've ever tasted." You know why? Because I put MSG. That's why it was
I was
good.
about to ask
So,
that, actually.
yeah, so that was Saturday's food. Oh, and then I'd made cookie pies for dessert.
Oh,
So not just
stop it.
cookies,
Cookie pies.
cookie pies
Yeah.
stuffed with melted caramel and chocolate inside. I cut them into quarters so everyone has a small bit, eat about 17 quarters.
It's a hoax, eh?
If I cut them in quarters, I only have one
Yeah, I only
quarter,
have
and
one.
then you eat 6 quarters.
Bloody Sunday, and then
It's Gilmaz.
we go to surf lifesaving on the Sunday morning.
Get
which
your
is
sausage?
actually great fun. Didn't get the sausage. I was like, right, can't eat a sausage. I feel sick from last night. So we went to the island. We had pizza with fish oil, beer battered fries, chicken wings, Korean chicken wings, plus other fried chicken wings. The kids had cheese pizza, so we had all that. And then we said, oh, we'll go to the movies, take the kids to the movies. And then there was no movie that suited, so we're like, right, we'll just have a movie night at home, but we'll go to the supermarket. You can each pick a treat. So like, that's going to cost about a fraction of what the movies is going to
Yeah,
cost. So we
of
get
course.
ice cream, popcorn, Skittles, block of Milky Bar chocolate.
Oh, my
I got Terry's chocolate orange for my pick.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my-
Naughty.
Yeah, naughty. So we just had bowls of lollies, chocolate, and popcorn and ice cream for dinner.
Nice.
Wholesome with the family,
Absolutely
though.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Great weekend.
Great with the,
Disgusting.
great with the
Great
kids, I bet.
weekend.
Oh, yeah. And then yesterday I felt like I was literally going to pass away. Like I've been hit by a bus. My face is all puffy, like not good. Not good. And I'm like, right, I'm eating healthy. And then we get burger delivered for lunch. So,
Yeah, that threw me off yesterday.
oh, did you eat some?
Yeah, I had,
Really
oh,
nice,
that's nice,
eh?
man. Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's one of the best lunches we get here.
it's and Elizabeth.
Oh, we do get great ones from Elizabeth
just
too.
fallen off the wagon with that one too. actually.
Yeah.
I went to the movies and I packed my own popcorn. That's how committed I was.
$11 for a thing of
Oh, it's,
popcorn.
it's so expensive.
Daylight
mate.
robbery.
Um,
And it must be like free. Like the cost of goods on a thing of popcorn must be 2 cents.
we've talked about this being one of the highest margin
Yeah, no,
Brilliant.
it's-
items,
Hey.
especially when you do it in a reusable plastic bowl that they do at the Pap East cinemas. Like you don't
no
even
way.
get a disposable cup; it's literally
Really?
just reusable
And
plastic.
they wash them.
It's like you get at home, like the big old spew bowl from
spew
home.
bowl.
Big popcorn,
Yes.
and they get $14 for a few kernels.
that's crack up, man.
Oh, wait, you were doing carnivores, popcorn.
No, I let myself have popcorn
Oh, you let yourself have a little treaty.
as long as I make it myself.
Yeah, okay.
Popcorn with butter, but it was so funny. I reckon it was like 24 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Here I am holding a hoodie,
So, hide your
bag of
popcorn.
popcorn. I had beef jerky in there too.
Jerky. Yeah. So I rediscovered beef jerky on the weekend
That's
as like
good,
a little keto snack. Like
Mm.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. And it's actually underrated.
Oh, it's one of those things though. When you go to buy, it, you're like $6.
Yeah.
But when you're doing something, you don't have any other options.
Yeah.
Like there's cheese.
But we need to go up the hill and go to the biltong shop there and get some
Oh, I didn't know there was someone up there.
just up the top of the hill. Yeah.
Huh.
On the Pice Par Road.
That's like the real jerky. Yeah.
Pice Par, the Kaimai Road. Yeah. Just give it a go.
Interesting.
I have 2 questions to come track back. What do you think of Pablo?
Oh, good. But I did think, I was pretty honest. I was like, well, you need a kids menu, mate. Like,
Yeah, right.
for Bricky, because
Even if it's just half
because
sizes,
when
offer
you-
half
well,
sizes.
I don't know,
and stuff.
maybe I'm just being selfish, but if I'm going out for brunch, I'm usually going to have kids with me.
Yeah.
Most people in Pap Eastwood, it's just a family kind of orientated place.
Yeah.
So not only was there no kids menu, there was no egg on toast.
Just a
'Cause
basic cheap option. Yeah.
Any sort of egg on toast. So there was just nothing suitable.
Mm.
And he said, oh, well, that's coming. And I was like, oh, yeah. So obviously he's just started with a quite small menu, which is fair. My point would be, wouldn't you open with a full, like, you want to put your best foot forward so people go there and, like, have the best experience and come back? Because if you go there with your kids and there's nothing,
You're not going to go back.
you're probably
and
not going to go back, which is sad because I think the bones are there for it to be incredible. I think they've clearly got some good chefs in there. I love the South American flavors, like the chorizo, the chili eggs, the avocado, the whipped feta. Like, there are some great bones in that place. So I'd really hope that some more pieces of the puzzle come together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was very quiet. That whole area was very quiet.
Yeah.
It has to be a long game there.
It is
though,
a long
because
game.
It's going to be huge.
Apparently,
Supermarket.
all the land's been tied up and not released because there's a bit of a battle between trusts and
Oh.
iwis. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so the land's not been released. So they
okay.
are years behind on
I
the.
thought they would be.
Apparently 5 years behind in terms of residential development.
And I heard that
Which is-
the supermarket was brought with this projected
Yeah, this.
income.
Yeah, it
but
was.
Now it's 5 years behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like this, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's going to have a hard time getting the buildings are going to get there,
Yeah.
but it's going to be like the mall down there, Tariko. They're going to have to survive till then, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
surprised that the mall down here is like expanding whenever you go in there and it's
Yeah,
so
it's getting bigger and bigger.
They're also playing the long game,
Yeah.
so they reckon
They have to,
they reckon it's a 5-year plan, 10-year plan down there. But I went down there the other day. Two more shops gone.
Really?
Oh well, actually didn't recognise any of the shops downstairs. There's a T2 down there now. Heaps of new shops because
Yeah.
obviously shops just shut down, like no one can keep up. But then what had shut down upstairs? Oh, Barrio Brothers gone into
Yeah.
receivership.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that would have been that's a popular little.
Yeah.
So the one in the plaza's gone too, which is sad. God, it actually just breaks my heart because you know what's going to be thriving down there? The bloody KFC
Yes.
and all those little ones will just keep petering
Going under,
out.
yeah.
Real sad.
We go to the Thai or Vietnamese place there. Maybe once a fortnight.
Is it the
Get
Thai?
like pad Thai and stuff.
Is it
Yeah.
they got a tiger logo?
Nah, it's Krung Thep or something like that. But that's mean. That's like some of the best pad Thai. That's
Okay.
easy to like, especially for me on the way home to like grab
Yeah,
the takeaway
interesting.
option.
Oh, cool.
All the kids.
Oh well,
love
I'm
it,
glad
so
you're going there. I just never go there.
Only,
Which is-
only reason I go there is for the shoe shop. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Interesting, It will be very interesting how that all plays out.
And the other question too I wanted to pull up was: have you guys ever looked at doing a product with wasabi?
Oh well, now I want to make wasabi mustard.
I was like, wondering, that's a
100%.
cool idea.
Like
Yeah.
it was so delicious.
Yeah, that actually sounds real nice.
Yeah, it was. It was
We've
mean.
got wasabi mayo.
That's right. I thought you had
Well, yeah.
something.
Well, that we didn't pepper post.
Oh yeah.
You could do some cool stuff. To be fair, like with wasabi, I guess. Like maybe a wasabi salt or
Make a tube.
tube,
Just
You know, like a
make
tube
wasabi.
product.
like a make of wasabi.
Just make
Yeah.
wasabi.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
no, it'd have to be cooler than that.
It'd have
to be-
Like
okay.
something real cool. But yes, we could do something with
Wasabi salt.
I think that's quite a fun idea, right?
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Wasabi's such a unique.
Would you just do like
flavour.
dried horseradish? But that would be like a powder, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be like flaky or.
I don't know because fresh horseradish is so yummy.
I actually saw a comment that I'm assuming it was you made on Mitchell's post about the beef tallow.
Oh yeah, I did.
And then that when you said the sesh tallow, I was like, that's automatically the option for the healthier version.
I know.
I don't know
'Cause
how
you
you
could-
do it, but
Well,
I
you
guess
just melt the tallow and
and
cook
then
this,
mix it.
infuse it with the sesh.
Don't
It would
give
work.
everyone
It would
the
work.
the behind the scenes.
Well, no, it would
listen for,
work.
isn't
We
it?
could definitely make sesh oils with tallow pots, and then you have it would set hard.
people start putting on their skin.
Well, you wouldn't put sesh tallow in your skin, would you? But
No, it's a joke. But
yeah, no. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh god, he's doing well, isn't he?
Mm.
Rob, that with Mitchell's, he's got some real cool products.
I was looking at face care,
Yes,
I
I
bought
know
some
with
with
the
it.
tallow.
and I think I was like, fuck, no one in New Zealand's doing it. And then I literally next day I saw him
Yeah.
bring that out.
Yeah.
Ah, well, there you go.
Yeah, I think tallow is definitely very up and coming.
Smells though.
And yeah, Does it?
Yeah. Sarah got some and we tried the sunblock. It smells.
Oh, okay.
It's not like, not pleasant, to be
Could you
honest.
put a couple of drops of
You might be able to fix that up.
something?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the sesh would obviously,
Well, yes,
aromatics would
That's to
change
eat
it.
it, isn't it? This is for your skin.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm just thinking, for, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
the
reckon it's a
skin,
great idea.
That would push the boat out for me to rub the beef fat on your skin.
Apparently
But people do it.
yeah.
I know people do it. There's whole skincare brands of
I
it.
just brought a tub.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. I actually want to look into that.
Yeah, I think
Great idea. I've also been working with the good oil though. We had a big talk about the seed oils. So he's dropped me some of the oils because the problem with the seed oils apparently isn't actually it's not actually the seed oils. It's the way the seeds are processed. So they are pressing seed oils down in Christchurch, but the method that they use is quite different to what they're doing in Malaysia. He said it is actually quite horrific when you got these seed oils, the way that they process them, but the way that he's doing it is all good. So whilst good oil is a seed oil, it is actually completely different, like it is actually good. So
Okay.
I'm going to try and get down to Christchurch next year at some point and do a tour of the factory and
Interesting.
and learn a bit more about it.
Yeah.
But from what he was telling me, I'm like, oh, that actually makes lots of sense. So they also have, so they've
So
got the
it's to do
good
with
oil, but then
inflammatories, right?
they do what?
It's to do with inflammatories, right?
Yes.
Like this, right?
Well, they bleach it and all sorts of stuff's going on in Malaysia.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's a lot happening to those seed oils.
Apparently canola oil? The original oil, whatever it was, used to be a car oil. And then it got deemed food safe.
Oh, really?
This is like back in 19
Wow.
something. So I think
Okay.
it's progressed from there. And I can't remember the exact oil it was originally,
Yeah, it probably was.
but it was an oil. But then all of a sudden it became a food safe product. And that's like the history of the whole. Well, everyone's like, nah, this is bad. It's not meant for humans.
Right. Debatable, but I do think obviously the way they're processing it is really not good.
Yeah, I
So-
haven't looked far into that part.
I'd be interested to learn more about it. Anyway, he's brought me this oil that they do. So they do deep frying oil, like a higher quality
Yeah.
deep frying oil that's made in New Zealand. It's grown in New Zealand, made in New Zealand, pressed in New Zealand, down in Christchurch. And he's like, try this for the sesh oil.
Yeah.
So we've got 40 litres down there to make some up
give
because
it a go.
the actual good oil didn't work. The flavour was too strong. But that the
fry
other
oil
oil that they've got, I think will work. And that might be, I don't know, a little bit higher cost, but it's only going to be a marginally sort of higher cost rather than double or triple,
Yeah.
in other oils. So
Because those oils you can get hotter, eh? That's like one of the main.
yeah, you can.
attributes
It's
of it,
frying oil. Yeah, yes, and then it needs to be completely neutral flavour so that it takes on the right aromatics.
Yeah, right.
properly. Yeah. Anyway, Yeah.
Interesting.
okay.
There you go.
Did you go to anywhere else in Auckland? So Bivico, Halabeesti.
Oh, we went to a couple of random cafes and stuff. Nothing real special.
Did
though.
you go to Roo? No, you went there last time.
No,
eh?
I went there last time. Yeah, no, we went around to a couple of cafes to sort of like scope them out, but we wanted to sit on our laptops for like 2 hours and do some work. So we ended up going to Daily Bread inside.
Oh, nice.
Which was really nice,
Yeah,
but it was
cool.
inside a
Coffee date.
It
I
was.
was going to say romantic
Yeah,
trip away
very
for the
cute.
midlife crises.
Doing work.
yeah.
Love it.
Don't have to talk to me.
It was inside a garden inside of King's Garden
barn?
plant barn, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
mean
Is it in
because
St.
we could
Luke's?
this was like a Leslie sort of way
okay.
because it meant that we got to like hide away in the sort of plant barn
Plants.
and not be
Oh, nice.
not be frowned at for sitting there for 2 hours. And we both bought a tea and a coffee and a thing, and we literally didn't even eat them because we were still full
So
from
full.
breakfast.
I
Because we went
do-
to Crave for breakfast. Delicious.
yeah.
Crave such
Crave
a
is good.
good, just wholesome.
Crave, did you say?
In Queensland.
Oh,
Queensland.
okay.
Love that place.
Oh, I got an email from Ufa
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
the other day.
Mediterranean place, is that
A
right?
croissant ice cream. They've just done a collab with this croissant ice cream, which is a croissant flavored ice cream and then like rolled in toasted croissant crumbs.
It sounds
That's-
kind of mean.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I screenshot it. Damn. Yeah, that was a Ufa in Auckland.
interesting.
I'm sorry, I wanted to tell you exactly where that is, but I don't have it.
Is it the O? Is it O?
OOFA.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was thinking something else. They got cool branding.
Very cool branding.
Nice.
Yeah. I wanted to talk today a little bit about, I know we've done a big chat before about what's better homemade versus purchased. I think you might have missed that.
Maybe.
And then the one thing I was wondering about today is home brand or own brand versus a good branded food. What do you think it's worth buying a branded brand of, and what do you reckon it's fine, as in your home brand, own brand, Pam's brand, blank label brand, non-branded things?
Off the top of my head,
Yeah.
soda water, Pam's not
You don't mind
unbranded.
it?
I don't care.
Really?
I do not care.
Yeah.
I'm the cheapest option there.
Shouldn't you just get a soda stream?
Yeah. We're not talking about that. Though. Don't change the topic.
Okay. Yeah.
The canned tomatoes,
Oh, yeah.
I'll grab the
Whatever.
cheapest option.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't care either.
Okay.
But a hack that I heard is you get the whole ones. Even if you're gonna like dice them up or put them into a curry or blend them up or whatever, if you get the whole ones, then the packing lines for the whole ones have to have the higher quality tomatoes in it. Whereas the chopped ones don't
doesn't
need the
need
higher quality tomatoes. So you buy the whole
And then
tomatoes
blend them up.
and chop them up or dice them up
The more
or
you
even
know.
just shove a knife into the tin and yeet it around a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you get
Okay.
better. Or if you're going all out, cherry tomatoes, tins of cherry tomatoes, and just rinse them off.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But cherry tomatoes-
actually
That's
I do
fucking
think
awesome.
the cherry tomatoes have a better flavour.
In the tins.
Yeah.
Okay. I
No,
never-
not than fresh.
No,
but
but,
then normal.
Yeah, if you're
Tin
using
tomatoes.
cherry
Pam's,
tomatoes.
Pam's one of those too, eh? Yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
a Pam's
I
cherry
don't think it
tomato.
matters the brand, yeah. So
to
so
do-
both of that will argue.
Yeah,
the
okay.
same sort of thing,
The other
cream
one's
butter.
cream.
Yep.
Oh
Like
yeah.
cream and milk, it all comes
Yeah.
from the
I
same
do think.
cows.
No, I'd buy.
You want to get the high quality one? I don't see the
Ooh,
difference.
I don't know. Maybe I've got a little thing because mine would be butter. I will always buy a good brand butter. I reckon the taste in different quality butters is black and white.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm a big fan of obviously Lewis Road Creamery. I think is the best butter.
West Coast one's good. West
Uh,
Gold,
is it
sorry.
West Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And I know I keep getting in trouble for this, but Lurpak is
Yeah.
absolutely incredible.
Is it butter?
I'm obsessed with it.
But
I
it
guess
comes from so
it's
far
like-
away.
It comes from golden goose cows.
It is nice.
God, it's so nice.
I
And then
reckon it's
I
the
I
salt.
get in trouble because the New Zealand farmers always message me every time. Like, you should be buying that. You need to be supporting New Zealand farmers. Like it's so bad to buy imported butter.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes I'll alternate Lewis Road and Lurpak just so that I feel
One
like
for
I'm doing the right
you,
thing.
One for you.
I love
Yeah.
Lurpak.
Yeah.
I reckon
fair.
by stopping buying Lurpak in my house, that's probably saved me a huge amount of calories every week because we'll smash through it. Yeah, and there's one butter.
Salt content? How high is the
No.
salt content in it?
It's nothing to do. I don't think it's anything to do with the salt.
add
It's
salt
just
to
like
butter, I reckon that's
creamy and
Yeah.
add salt for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, salt flakes on top.
Sorry to interrupt.
I like the Lewis Road salt flake butter.
Yeah,
Anyway, so for cream, like I like Lewis Road, so
Yep.
I'll,
fair.
if it depends on what you're using it for though.
Yeah.
If you just kind of chuck it in a recipe, I'll buy it. Yeah, I don't mind buying a cheap cream
Okay.
if I want something nice. It's Christmas. I reckon at Christmas time you tend to like be a little bit more inclined to buy
Splash out a
Splash
little
out.
the fancier things.
And you want to buy the fancy stuff to cook with your can and apple knife.
bit. No.
Oh yes, yes, true.
True.
Um,
Cut up your cream.
Yeah, interesting. I think I go through a lot of flour, sugar, brown sugar. I'll always buy home brand of that. I don't find any difference between
Yep.
Edmonds and Pam's or any of them actually. They're all flour, sugars, things like that.
I think
stock
for me
standard.
the kind of loose line in the sand is almost like if it's a single ingredient or if it's a mix.
Right.
I think if it's a single ingredient and it's a home brand, like the chances are you're not going to notice the difference. Like
Yeah,
if it's
okay.
a single, if
Yeah.
you're buying sugar versus sugar. But if it's like a mix or like I don't even know if they do like home brand. What can I think of as a thing like cookie mixes or baking mixes or anything like that versus like an Edmonds baking mix or
right.
okay, so big thing in our house is shake pancakes. the shake
Yeah,
bake
and that you
pancakes,
love a shake pan.
and I reckon you've probably got to get the more expensive
Edmonds.
versions of them.
But isn't it just
Oh,
the
you make
same
your
thing?
own.
You know?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I think a home brand's more likely to try and cheap out on the ingredients. And if you're cheaping out on
okay.
sugar, it's probably just still sugar. Like,
gonna
there's
say
not
it-
much to change.
In a pancake mix, you've got sugar, flour, and a bit
Yeah, I
of
know.
milk
Maybe
powder,
that's
so
not the best example, but
essentially
there's definitely
it's the
other
same
things.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like,
ratios.
Stuff that
you
actually
reckon?
has like a process to it. You know, like what's the difference between a Pam's almond and a, I don't know, an organic almond?
True,
Like, you know,
yeah.
I was about to
Okay.
bring up nuts
Nuts,
actually,
yeah.
Yeah.
because like there's, I always buy the Pam's nuts
Yeah.
because I don't care if they're salted or anything.
Right.
But as soon as you go salted,
Oh,
I reckon,
you should get the expensive ones.
yeah,
Is it because of the quality of roasting and salt? And
yeah,
whatnot?
definitely.
Interesting.
I
Maybe
noticed
it's
it.
the do they put
Maybe.
oils on them?
Yeah, they normally do.
So like high quality oil and I think.
Oh yeah, because mum and dad they'll buy it, the cheaper one, which it does the job, but you'll notice like the Mother Earth ones
Right.
are just far better. Like, yeah, it's like night and day. The cashews especially, night and day difference.
But when you say, and obviously soda water, fine, own brand, but then when it comes to like Coke, Coca-Cola, or Sprite, lemonade, Coke,
Funny,
I wouldn't buy.
I would not
The home
even
brand.
touch home brand.
Nah, you wouldn't, eh?
Nah.
Interesting.
I don't even touch any other fizzy drink other than that bloody can of vanilla Coke Zero sitting in
Zero,
the bloody
no.
fridge downstairs.
You've
They're a
you've
bit
really
naughty, aren't
That's
they?
the devil's. There's something in that. It's causing me to go every afternoon. It gets to like 2:30. I'm like, I need a Coke.
I know, and do you know what? I feel like you never used to drink Coke. Firstly, you've gone from a vegan to a carnivore, so there's a big life change going on here.
10 kgs up.
But
Shit.
isn't that funny that like because you would never have drunk. I don't think I'd ever used to see you drink a fizzy drink.
I'd drink it drinking.
Drinking, yeah, but not during the afternoon.
Nah.
work.
Oh, but then
You'd have a bloody
it's
Earl
it's,
Grey.
it's honestly like someone's opened the little door
Yeah.
and now you got hooked.
Yeah.
Like that's the devil's water.
It is, yes.
There's
I'm
something in
so
that.
into it. And the thing is now it's socially acceptable. to
Oh
drink
yeah,
Coke,
yeah,
or
shit,
Coke,
yeah.
Coke Zero, not full sugar Coke.
Or Diet Coke, right? The old DC.
Yeah. Some people like the Diet Coke. It's got to be Coke Zero for me. But the other thing is, you can't drink it in these cans. You need the chic cans.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we
like
need
the cigarettes, eh?
It's actually not cool. Like we,
These aren't good.
we
You've
need
got
the
the
chic.
small cans.
I actually often don't want to drink it because I'm like, oh, that can is not chic. No, but not because of the chic. Like it just doesn't. It's too chody in your hand. It doesn't sit nicely in your hand.
need a skinny
it doesn't
one.
feel sleek. I like
You're
the sleek
slender.
cans.
What are
It's a,
we're still talking about the can though.
yeah. But don't you think it's black and white between the white can and the
I'm
thin
not touching
can?
other cans.
Yeah, that can is too fat.
I know.
and short.
It's like when you buy the sparkling water, and they're in those nice tall
Yes.
cans, and you're drinking one of them
Chic.
cold. You're like, oh,
chic, eh?
what is it? What's it? Schweppes?
Yes.
Schweppes.
Yes.
The black soda can.
Yes, very nice.
Oh,
Pretty
Bit of
bougie.
a treat, isn't it?
A little bit of lemon in it.
I'm a bit of a sucker for a nice tonic water.
Yep.
So
Yeah, but there's so much sugar in them.
there's so much sugar in all tonic water. I know that. But if you're having drinking gin and tonics,
Gin and tonic.
you're having a night on the gin and tonic. But the East Imperial do a light grapefruit, which is
Yes.
quite nice. There's a couple of low sugar ones that they do.
I'll agree with you there.
Yeah.
I don't really like tonic at all, but I do notice the difference of someone.
Nice tonic's nice, eh?
Yeah.
Is
there's
it?
difference.
I mean, Schweppes Indian tonic water. Not the worst, but I wouldn't go any lower than that. Bit fussy. Prosecco. Or I only drink Ruffino Prosecco.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to be like, oh, try this from Brown Brothers. I was like, no.
Another product that I reckon night and day difference is a wrap.
Yeah.
Like
Agree.
the home brand
I
wraps
agree.
are just not it at all. Not even close to being it.
Nah, and even the old El Paso ones all stick together.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
always stick together. Remember when you're kids and you have your burritos and you heat them in the microwave
Yeah, and then
and
you
you lose
peel
half
one
the
off and
wraps
you-
because
and
they
then the next
bloody
one,
stick
yep.
together. You would have
Yeah.
thought they'd solved that issue by now. They haven't. Farah's nailed the
Farah's-
wrap.
Yeah,
They
they're
did
so
very
good.
well.
Very good.
Very good. And I actually like the Rebel Bakehouse ones for a super low cal low carb
I don't know
ones.
those ones, sorry.
Yeah.
Are they freight? What brand's that?
Rebel. They're the
Rebel,
big
okay.
ones, but they do real
Oh,
low
yeah.
cal and low carb ones.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's bigger, lower cals.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Is there anything out like chocolate? You don't.
Oh.
I'd only buy Whittaker.
I'd only let my money be spent on Whittaker's.
Yeah.
Or that Tony's one. That one's quite nice.
Yeah, and I do like the Terry's choc orange.
It's Tony's, isn't it?
No,
Nah,
it's
Terry's
choc
choc
but
orange.
You're talking about the Tony's.
Ah,
Tony's chocolonely.
yeah, that one's quite nice
That's
too.
that's the hot fair trade one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't reckon it tastes that good.
I don't think it's as good as Whittaker's, but I think
There's
it's still
less
good.
sugar, eh? The Cherry's choc orange is like the orange shape, round, and you bang it on the
Little
table,
segment.
and it
Ah,
falls
it's
into
got
like 100 slices of choc
segments.
orange deliciousness.
It's quite cool.
It's
I don't think
delicious.
citrus should be mixed with chocolate like that.
What?
Yeah.
It's
Like-
so nice.
Like orange choc ice cream.
Delicious.
I'm actually
Orange
probably
choc
with
chip.
you. Yeah.
But you guys also don't like mint choc, and
Yeah.
I love a mint choc chip.
You can have your mint choc in
I
the
will.
corner.
And my orange choc. Matt made me a Terry's choc orange mousse last night. I know.
That's
Yum.
that's going above and beyond.
Yeah, did he do
Yeah, I
something
know.
wrong?
It's a-
Start a
Back
fight
at
here
the
because
top.
he's
Yeah.
trying to be nice.
Well,
oh, here we go.
There is a story now.
no, not really. But you remember how I was telling you about the salad? We made me the salad last week. I didn't want
I
it.
just want a burger.
Yeah, I did. So now I'm trying to be back on my diet, and we were talking about PMS, like, because every time I'm grumpy, he's like, "Oh, you got your bloody period," and I'm like, "Oh."
Are you allowed to say that?
Well, you are. Well, do you know what? I was just thinking about that the other day, but it's actually true. Like, it's
bit on topic, isn't it?
sometimes it's actually true, and I think I've been
you
noticing
can't say it because
Yeah.
you'll get like roasted even
I
more
know.
because it's even more true.
Bro, you,
I
just,
know,
you have
I
to
know.
know the cycle.
Yeah, you have to know this. But I told him, I was like, he's like, "Oh, you got period." I'm like, "No, it's PMS, Muppet. Premenstrual syndrome. It means you get grumpy before your period." And he was like, mind blown, because he thought I had it all figured out. I'm like, "No, you're grumpy before.
And you're happy when you have it, eh?
Usually after it comes a few days and then you're fine. But it's that week leading up. You get a few pimples and you get real moody and whatever. So I had the salad, and so he's been like treading on eggshells. And so I made you a chocolate mousse.
Oh, good on him.
Yeah, no, but it's actually so hectic. I said some other girls talking about the other. I must be as you get older, maybe, that it becomes more and more and worse the hormones till you hit menopause, and then you cycle for two decades.
Seems like fun.
It's not going well. Yeah, you can see why men trade in for a younger model, because it must be hard to put up with it. Like, it actually must be so. I can't even deal with myself, and I'm only 35. Like, you would not want to be single. This is not going well.
It's not when you like.
No,
I
but
guess
it's
everyone's coming out of
true.
relationships. I'd imagine.
Wow.
Well, yeah, like, you'd want to get out of your relationship and get a new one before you hit the meno, that's for sure. That'd be my life advice to everyone.
Avoid the
Sherry's
Mino
not gonna-
single.
You're not going to go well if you're being a psycho.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Life advice for Cherie.
There we go.
Okay, well, that probably interested. Oh,
side-
yeah, pickles was the other one that I had in my head. Pickles, Cook and Nelson pickles. The
Yeah.
like branded pickles are real good, real good.
Pickled.
Pickled, good,
Yeah,
delicious.
cool.
But then, but anyway, even the Alderson's pickles, whereas like the home brand ones are like, nah.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
It's the real people when they do the real cheap like burger options.
Yeah.
Who was it? Someone was using the home brand pickles at a. Because when we had pickled, I was like, "Oh, what pickle was that?"
Ah.
It was Astrolabe or someone like
Okay.
dishing out the cheap pickles, but they were the sweet
Like,
the sweet and sour ones from
Your
Gilmore's.
little bread and butter
Yeah, I was
ones,
about
yeah.
to
Yeah,
Gilmore's.
apparently.
They're actually nice.
Yeah, those ones are
Yeah,
alright.
yeah.
You have to buy like 4 liters of it.
Some things like Glad wrap and like dishwasher tabs.
oh,
This is the thing that started this thought process, because I'm sorry, but finished dishwasher tabs are the only ones that work. Home brand dishwasher tabs do not work. There's nothing.
No,
It
yeah.
doesn't work, right?
yep,
That's
I'd agree.
night and day, and finished dishwasher tab like $40. So you always like every now and then, I better like get home brand dishwasher, try and
Right,
save
yeah.
money, and then you do dirty dishes for the rest of your life. Till you get rid of the bag, go back to finish.
My hack with that is go to Bunnings
Do I finish?
and
Dishwasher tabs?
get like cleaning products from Bunnings because it's like the same price, but you get them in bulk. You get like
Ah.
twice as much.
For the same
Might not be
price?
finish. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, but they work all good. Anyway,
Okay.
random little sidetrack.
I keep getting hit with someone doing this organic thing and organic dishwashing stuff in
Aussie?
Australia. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Is that the
like-
sheets? The like,
do-
it's
Nah,
just a sheet
yeah,
that you
yeah.
I
chuck
think they
in
do
and-
sheets as well.
Yeah. For the washing machine, like laundry
Yeah.
sheet, you chuck it in, and then they're actually amazing. I got sent some.
Okay.
So no packaging, no plastic.
Yeah, you just
and they
That's
just
it.
Not
dissolve.
dishwasher though, but for the washing.
I think
machine.
they do dishwasher too, but the laundry ones are the ones I got sent, and they were
All over my feed. And I'm like,
amazing.
what are you targeting me for? But anyway,
Because it's good business, actually. Interesting.
is it?
Yeah. Second point of discussion that I had
Quick on this one.
was
Black Friday.
school canteen food.
Oh yes.
Yes. So I
Oh, it takes me back.
these drinks here, a Golden Crush
Oh.
and a creaming soda. This
So
is this
that's
the
not
same?
the brand.
They used to
That's
No,
not
come-
the
no,
brand.
they've had a rebrand.
They used
Oh,
to.
is it?
Yes, because Golden Crush is
Used to
Golden
be a
Crush.
gold can.
And gold pear
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same brand, I'm sure of it. Unless I've just copied it because it says a kiwi fizzer with real fruit juice.
Soda.
5% fruit juice. Oh, wow. God, don't bloody...
They should make that one bigger.
I know. Kiwi classic. Either they've ripped off the other brand or this is the same brand and they've had a big old rebrand.
Wasn't it Golden Circle?
Yep. Oh, was it? Who did the Golden
Circle.
Pesh?
Yeah, Golden Circle. I'm sure.
And,
it was or something. Yeah. Creaming
so-
soda.
Creaming soda is something that you don't ever get in a can, eh?
Yeah. It's so yummy, eh? We've talked about creaming soda before because I really like creaming soda. You don't have to try them. We know what they taste like.
Yeah,
Creaming
but
soda's
that
delicious.
Creaming soda.
Wait,
It is. It's
we're not-
Golden Circle creaming soda. So they've changed. Well, they've been ripped off.
They've been ripped off. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
shame. What about the the Pesh?
Yeah.
Tropical Golden Pesh and Tropical Crush or something like that. Golden Crush, I'm sure it's called Golden
So-
Crush. Anyway,
Canteen.
when I was at intermediate,
Yeah, Golden
so-
Pesh.
oh, Golden Pesh, it was Golden Circle. We used to have a drinks machine in our, we had these in a vending machine in our school.
Yeah.
And there was one in each block.
Was it like fizzy drink or was
Fizzy
there
drinks.
juice? Was there juice as
It
well?
was those fizzy drinks, Golden Pesh, creaming soda, or the,
Did you guys have the
Golden
juice?
Circle ones.
The cool change?
Oh,
I
no.
don't remember
Oh,
that.
that shit was crack.
So I was
We had-
thinking, surely you would never get a fizzy drink vending machine now in schools,
That's cool.
Yeah, I know.
It's vintage.
And then that got me thinking right back to primary school. So we used to get it all. You could order your lunch ordered lunch
On Friday.
on Fridays at Linmore Primary School, and you'd tick the things.
What could you get? Do you
Oh,
remember?
you
cream donut, pie,
Yeah.
Mint
there was
savoury.
fish and chips every now and then as
Yeah,
well. They
fish
used to
and
do like
chips.
individual little fish and chips.
Lamington.
Yep.
Chicken
It was
nuggets?
quite a small. It was quite a small bakery sort of menu, eh?
Yeah, but it was still
Yeah.
decent.
On a Friday.
Pie,
Oh
sausage roll,
God, ordered lunch
Chicken
was.
roll.
But you had to
Yeah.
order it a
It's a-
few days before. It wasn't like a canteen. It was like
No.
a paper ordered lunch.
Yep.
Yeah, or maybe in the morning or whatever.
That was an extreme privilege for my family.
Yeah,
We'd probably get it maybe 3 times a year.
yeah.
If mum was literally like, I didn't do the shop this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it was
you-
make your own.
Well, did you get an ordered lunch or did you go to the canteen and buy
Nah,
it?
so at primary school it was ordered lunch,
Yeah. Oh,
and
same, yeah.
then at high school it was canteen.
Canteen, yeah. Yeah, so we had canteen, and there was always moosies.
Moosies
Yeah.
And juicies.
Shit,
Classic school canteen, moosies, juicies. There was pies, a ham and cheese stick. So like the long cheese bread with a
Yep.
bit of ham and butter in it. What else was there? Noodles.
Is this at high school?
At,
The
at
canteen?
high school in the canteen, yeah. So there was pies. I remember there used to be noodles. so you
Chocolate
must-
milk?
You buy the punnet of noodles and they put
And they
the
just
boiling
put
water
hot
in
water
it.
in it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was very popular. Chalky milk, yep.
At
Yeah.
my first high school
Strawberry milk.
in Whakatane, you could buy a pie and you could add bread.
This was my sandwich. Yeah, I was talking about this in
Oh
the
my
staff room the
gosh.
other day, telling everyone, being like, "Oh,
sandwich.
yeah."
It makes
back
it
in
a
my-
it makes it a meal. Like it does.
I used to have a pie sandwich after school every day, like one of the little
Oh
6-pack
my
of
gosh,
things, bit of
that's-
tomato sauce into some bread,
I
pie
have to
sandwich,
admit, I've never had a pie sandwich in my life.
afternoon snack.
Not once have I had a
So
pie
good.
sandwich.
So what would you guys order at your canteen? What would you get?
I liked a ham and cheese stick. I feel like there must have been some like chicken rolls.
We
Must
had
have been
chicken
Phil
burgers.
rolls.
And it was
Oh, you went to a
literally
different
like,
high school.
it
I
was
never had chicken
literally
burgers.
like mayo, a chicken patty, and then like a piece of lettuce. But of course, they make them at blimmin' 9 o'clock in the morning and wrap them in
Ah.
tin foil, so the lettuce is like feral. So you open it up and you peel it out, so it's just a chicken patty and mayonnaise.
Wet
was so
soggy
good.
or warm soggy
Feral
Warm
lettuce.
soggy lettuce is probably up there with one of the most disgusting things.
Yeah,
horrible.
especially iceberg,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah,
and
it
when
was
when the
iceberg.
leaf is whole, not
Yeah,
cut.
yeah. You just pulled it out. 'cause it was one
Rough.
piece of little iceberg and throw it away.
Roast and celery.
Like,
Yeah,
chicken
I actually
burgers.
was struggling to remember what I would get. I think by the time we were like 14, 15, like there were boys with cars. So we'd go down to the dairy and you'd
Oh,
get
yeah.
a pie and a drink for $2.
That's where
Literally.
those were.
yeah.
$2 pie and a drink. So that we probably lived off that and instead of the canteen.
The fake ass cheese.
Oh, they would have been like the thinnest pies.
2 bites you've done.
2 bites you're done, yeah. And then
Get one of those.
we should get one of those pies. Yeah,
For
real
the-
soft ones, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Been sitting in the warmer for 4 days.
yeah, yeah.
Cooked though.
Cooked. Yep, nice. I actually don't mind those. to be
Perfection.
fair.
Yeah.
Real nostalgic, but I
We
don't
had,
recall there must have been Lamingtons. It was usually cream donut sort of thing.
Caramel slice was a
Caramel
big one.
Caramel
slice.
slice,
Yes,
yeah.
they did have sweet slices.
Hey,
Eh?
we had the gooey caramel with the choc chips on top.
Oh,
So there's the
cookie
caramel
slab.
with the the cookie
Yeah.
slab with the
Goofy
chocolate.
caramel slab.
Goofy caramel
But
slab.
what do you reckon they
Still
serve
one of
up
the
in
Gilmore's
schools nowadays?
one.
Because they're not feeding kids that nowadays. I'll be willing to bet. Surely
I don't know
not.
if you're going to go to a canteen and buy like an egg sandwich or anything, are you?
Well, do they still have canteens?
I don't know.
Yeah, they must do.
do.
Yeah,
they've
well,
got
they've
to.
probably got all sorts in them, eh?
I remember we used to have like a pork riblet sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I always thought that was
Subway.
disgusting. Like the
Yeah.
pork riblet is
Fake
literally
pork,
just
pork meat. Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
And then
My
the
favourite
chicken.
Subway sandwich.
They always had the chicken sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
The mayo
Chicken mayo. Yeah.
and shit like that will
Yeah,
always be
filled
there, I
roll, eh?
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind a
looks
filled
green.
roll. Yeah.
Kind of looks kind of healthy.
Well, I'd like to know what they have at high schools. They got at Pepper and Kit School has nothing. I think you can get a lunch from the Foursquare on a Friday, but it's like it's
just
not
like a little
good.
mushroom,
It's
yeah,
just
it's like
like a little
Miss
Juice
Higgins
and a
biscuit.
juice and
piece of
chips and a
fruit and
thing.
chips, yeah.
So they've not once in their school life had an ordered lunch. So, but at other primary schools, they would do sushi order one day a week. They do a pita pit
man.
bloody order. So
What?
you can go on and order your pita pit for your kid, and they can pick it up at the next day.
What?
I know. So sushi or pita pit.
Bougie.
Or like some schools it was Subway, yeah.
I don't
Both the schools in PEP do that.
Right.
It's interesting, eh? So I feel
That's
like my kids are a
fancy.
bit hard done by actually, not having anything, but also,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I make them. I do make
Yeah.
them. They get
pretty
them. My kids get the most ridiculous lunches. Honestly, I should
You need
film
to start a
them.
series
It's
about their
actually
lunchboxes.
embarrassing how good my kids' lunches are. Like, but then also it's black and white between shopping day and like
The end of the
there's
week.
nothing left.
Open up man grinds.
I know, but I try and do 2 fruits and 2 veggies, 1 packet thing, and then 1 they don't like sandwiches, but like 1,
Thing.
When are you gonna get
sort of
Pepper making her own lunch?
She did it a few times, but I feel like I want them to eat well at school. So it's just easier if
Yeah, okay.
at least I know then what they eat. She's perfectly capable of doing it. But yeah, they do. I feel like, yeah, if they have poached eggs for breakfast and then a healthy lunch with a couple of fruits, a couple of veggies and a sandwich and one handful of chips or pretzels or something, then that's quite good.
I'm not looking forward to April going to school and me having to do.
Oh well,
It's gonna be.
and because we've got strawberries every day on the way home. I get strawberries and watermelons now, so we're on blueberries. And then I've been getting her those little hummus, those single serve hummus pots.
Oh yeah.
So she gets a hummus with her veggie sticks as well.
That's bougie.
I know. Fresh strawberries.
Still got a
Hummus.
canned soda water in
And
it.
then in winter, I've got those food containers, so they like to have like
Yeah,
I've
fill it
got
up.
leftovers in there. Yeah, butter
Oh, the
chicken
warm
or
ones.
the warm ones. So it's pretty bougie.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to go carry on
Yep,
packing
okay,
orders 'cause
well,
it's
that
Black
was-
Friday.
yep.
Go get your Black
Black
Friday
Friday.
deals now. Maybe still by the time this goes up.
Well, it will be because
Yep.
a few days,
Yep.
27% off for the rest of the week.
Yeah,
We're
Flinging orders out.
keep an eye out for Cane Nables.
Cane and Abel's, if they're going to have any knives left to sell.
Yeah, well, at this rate, we might not. So if you're listening to this
get one.
and you want one,
Get
yeah, you should
Hey,
probably
your new
buy it.
laser engraving machine is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, no, it's
Real good,
yeah,
eh?
we're all pretty
Should've
stoked with
got
that
that
one,
one
eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got one more thing I want to talk
okay,
about.
go
Oh,
quickly,
no,
quickly,
we'll save it for next week. Stanley Tucci's book. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it. I'm
Oh.
obsessed. I'm obsessed. So, Stanley Tucci.
Next week.
Okay, next week. Okay,
Next week,
next
right.
week. Bye.
All right, see ya.
Thanks for listening to the Pepper and Me podcast, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the products that we're talking about, you'll find us at pepperandme.co.nz.